Hi everybody, welcome back. My name is Katie. Today we're going to do a planner flip through. You guys really liked the last one that I posted, which would have been, what year would that have been? I guess 2024. It was the year before I started my YouTube channel. I started YouTube in February of last year, so 25. And you guys really liked it. So I'm going to show you guys a flip through of last year's planner. I did start in one planner and I got through about like August, September, and then I got my hands on the cat planner, which is the one I'm using now. And so this one finished out the rest of 2025 and it is the entirety of 2026. So we're gonna go ahead and flip through. There are some weeks I think that are missing, but that's just, it is what it is. But you guys really enjoyed the last one and I haven't looked back at these in a while. So let's jump into this. Let's see what we did. Some of these are not on camera because I did all of January and a lot of February before I even had YouTube videos up. So let's get started. This is my January spread. I remember this month like so much because I know I had a lot of appointments. I remember being at those. I have my birthday, Joel and I have our anniversary, and my mom moved into her apartment, her first apartment after being sick. So it's a different place than she's in now. But yeah, I remember doing this spread and being excited about everything coming up. Came out super cute. It was like an astrology type theme. So very cute. Love that. And then we jumped straight into my birthday week. And again, this is one of those, I just filmed one. It's like a pink floral spread. I don't know if you've already seen it. You might have. But that one is the same vibe as this. Like very maximalist, but lots of function. So, yeah. Pretty, I love spreads like this. But this was, what day? My birthday was a Friday. So I have like Capricorn season. And I remember, yeah, we had like lunch at, we went to Olive Garden and then we had Starbucks, we went book shopping, and then I had Smoky Mo's for dinner with my family and just, what does that say? Oh, cake. Yeah, and we did like cake and ice cream and stuff. It's just, birthdays are so fun. And then, oh, I made cinnamon rolls this week. Oh yeah, I got my printer I got for my birthday. I remember Joel, he got me a silhouette for this Christmas before, and it's like the most gracious gift. Like machinery like that big, it just like, it's not necessary. We obviously have goals and things we're saving for, and he still got me my silhouette and I love it very much. And but I was struggling because everything I tried to print and cut was ugly because my printer really sucked and I was having a hard time. So he did buy me like a whole new printer setup for my birthday, and both machines, year and a half later, still going super strong. Love them both so much. I absolutely recommend an HP printer with the printer subscription. If you are a crafter, or if you make your own stickers, if you have a home office, like, it is so worth it for me. The price of ink is crazy. And you can absolutely go up and go down in the amount of ink and stuff you use every month. I think I pay like $7 a month for unlimited ink. No matter what you print, you could print full color crazy photos. Definitely worth it. So there's that. Ooh, like a winter. I love this. Oh, how cute. Baby, it's cold outside. This is me fully embracing that it's cold. Oh my gosh, this is when our ceiling fell in. Oh, this night. It was so cold. It was absolutely frigid, ice cold, and it was storming rain, but it was just warm enough that it didn't snow. It was icy, but it did not snow. And our ceiling got overloaded and completely fell in, and it was wet and nasty, and it was a bad time. I remember I was reading Love Theoretically, which you guys know I love Ellie Hazelwood. She is my favorite author. And I remember being in bed reading when it happened. So it was late at night, freezing, just, ugh, what a bad time. They never came and fixed the ceiling inside. We basically literally went to the store, the hardwood store, and put up a piece of wood. And they did redo the roof though, completely brand new roof. So everything holds up fantastic now. So I'm not complaining. Whatever. It's fine. Crazy. Shopping for apartment stuff. How fun. Donuts. I love a good donut. Shipley is my absolute favorite. I was super sick this week. Nothing, I got super sick. Yeah, basically. This day was National Sticker Day, and all I did was eat a grilled cheese. I had major chills. Super sick, super sick, super sick. Like, I was very sick. I absolutely should have gone to the doctor. I'm pretty sure I had strep throat. Like, I'm so sure I had strep throat. And then I didn't get it fixed with any kind of antibiotic, and it turned into like a sinus infection. Like, it moved its way around. And oh my gosh, it was so cold. Cold weather is back. Yeah, this week is kind of empty, but I love the Happy Planner, like, planner stickers. It's very cute. All right. I like this, a dark floral. How cute. Had my mom over for dinner. Joel and I had only been together 2 years by this point, which is crazy because we're going on 4 now, and it just feels like it's been a lifetime. But, you know, being with some people is just like that. Still not feeling super great, but obviously doing better because I'm doing stuff. Oh, this was a fun day. I threw a surprise party for my mom because she had her 1 year fully 100% sober celebration. My mom has struggled all of her adult life, basically. A lot of it I was unaware about because she was still, it's a really strange story, and I'm not going to put all her business like on the internet because it's not my story to tell. But when I do talk to people about it, it's a really strange thing to explain because she was the best mom growing up. She took us to the library. She read to us every night. She was PTA mom. We were in every activity we wanted to be in. We didn't ride the bus. She picked us up from school. We always looked great. And we, you know, like if it was St. Patrick's Day, we wore green. We always had fun hair bows and stuff. But part of that was because of, you know, the go of drugs and stuff. So it's ultimately, she had to quit all that when she got super sick, and she has still remained 100% sober, and I'm so proud of her because it is an illness and it's a really hard thing to deal with. So I surprised her with a sobriety 1 year surprise party. There was a Chiefs game on. The Chiefs won that night. We did fajitas, and it was a good time. So yeah, super proud of her still. This is so pretty. Oh, I love this. Like a corally floral situation. Let's see. I finished reading Love Theoretically. It's grocery shopping. My mom was over for a long time. She comes over and hangs out with me all the time. Let's see. Oh, I made homemade cinnamon rolls. Love that so much. I started Fourth Wing. Oh, heck yes. Okay. This is when it began. January of last year. Working late as you do. This is when I was still working in the bakery. Oh, grilled burgers. How good. Yum. More florals. This is different. This is a little like brighter, a little moodier. I do think I filmed this spread, which this is probably like my 3rd video maybe, and I was so awkward. I was so nervous. Like, I didn't want anyone to hear me. Now I don't care. Like, my family hears me filming down, and I'm just like, be quiet down the hall. Like, I don't even close the door anymore. But oh, it did come out cute, though. My brother-in-law's birthday, we did a whole, like, bowling party thing, and that was so fun that they went ahead and rented out for a Super Bowl party that weekend. That way he could have other friends and stuff come, and it was, like, half Super Bowl party. They had the Super Bowl game on, and the Chiefs were in it. My mom is a diehard Chiefs fan. If you know, you know. And they had it like on the big screen in the, like, it was in like the adult room, where like the lights are off. It's like black lights and stuff. So we did have a little Super Bowl party at the bowling alley and hung out, ate good food. And it was also a second birthday celebration where my brother-in-law got to have different friends come and stuff. So it was fun. It was a good time. I do think I'm going to do a flip through of just like the currently pages. That way we can kind of talk about like what we were reading and all that stuff. So I'm going to skip the currently pages and just continue on. So Here is February's monthly. I did make these stickers, and I remember at the time thinking that they were like shoddy and I didn't do a very good job, but actually these look fantastic. Like, the cut lines are not bad at all. This is very cute. I like it. A little pink Valentine's moment. This I remember I filmed, but I hated how it looked, so I did not upload it. And I felt so awkward. I couldn't. But looking back at it, it's fine. It's not fantastic, but like, it's fine. It's just a planner spread. I definitely have different attitude toward my spreads these days. Still reading Fourth Wing. My mama turned 63. Nancy passed away. Nancy is the lady that my mom worked for before she got super sick. She did like a home health situation with her, and we adored her. She's fantastic. Anytime I came over there, she fed me ice cream. She loves ice cream. So Nancy passed away on that day. It was really sad. Cold and wet. I love when it's cold and wet though, honestly. Oh, this is beautiful. I remember getting this sticker book. I was really excited about it. It was like a seasonal floral situation. I think it was from the Happy Planner, but yeah, very cute. Oh my goodness. I made Joel watch Waitress the Musical, like the filmed version on TV with me. I wrote it twice. Why did I do that? Maybe I did like two different, I don't know. A McFlurry, editing and uploading. Finished Fourth Wing. And then I used that same sticker book again, but it looks like I leaned really heavy into the gold. Or the same book from a handful of spreads ago. Lots of shopping this week. Looks like I did, started Iron Flame. Teeth pain, because I always have teeth pain. Oh my gosh, I wrote Beta Lily are outside cats. This was before we had the catio, and they were wanting to go outside every time we went outside. So we were like walking them in the backyard and stuff, and it's hectic doing that with a cat. So we ended up investing in a catio, which is basically, we open my office window, they go outside, and they're in a giant cage. The catio, a cat patio. So a good investment. It was only a couple $100. Joel built it himself. It's fantastic. Oh my goodness, this is my cat Spooky's birthday week. I remember thinking this came out so fun and so cute. I love the purple, like violet color. The nurse visits. They come and do training with me from time to time because I do take care of my mom and do all her stuff. The Kohl's coupon fail. I remember this day. I like to follow those like extreme couponing type people, and I do from time to time go and try and like get a deal and do coupon stuff, and I keep like a tiny little stockpile, nothing crazy, just like a small hobby from time to time. And I remember I completely failed at one at Kohl's, so I was in a bad mood. And this was after work one day, so yeah, cranky and mad. I remember being upset, not just because of the Kohl's thing, it was just like, you know, the last drop in the bucket that set me over the edge. So, and then Spooky, my sweet boy, my baby boy cat Spooky is 7. Here, he was 7. And then blank. We have our March monthly, a cute little September, what? St. Patrick's Day situation, cute. You guys, people love this book so much. This sticker book is Modern Farmhouse. It's sold out all the time. I think it's discontinued by Happy Planner. I'm not really sure. But anytime I use this book, like I had people telling me, I can't get this book. And I'm like, oh God, I'm sorry. So I used it a couple times and I hadn't used it since. I think I honestly used up a lot of the good stuff. You can't really use a sticker book to do a whole spread more than a couple times, 3 or 4 maybe. Otherwise, then you kind of just have to like pick and choose the pieces. But anyway, love this. Love the like rusty key color fruits. Like, it's just so dang cute. So cute. My nephew stayed the night. He comes and plays video games with his sister. She lives here. It's her brother. And he lives with mom still. My niece lives with me. And then we watched Smile 2. I remember being so weirded out by that movie. Reading Iron Flame still. Weird Sand Rain. It was like like, you know, sometimes the like African dusts kind of blow in and stuff. So it was like that with rain, and my car was like weirdly sandy dirty, and I live in like Central Texas, so there's no sand. So it was odd. I remember it being a really weird thing. I came out of work and was like, what the heck? Pay gratuity, get birth certificates together. This was, we were prepping to go on our family cruise, which was a Christmas gift from my youngest sister the Christmas before, her and her husband, of course. And it was fantastic. It was, she promised my mom if she got better and got out of the hospital that we would go on a family trip. We would get out of the country, and we decided to do it with a cruise. That way we didn't have to do the passport thing, and it was so much fun. It was the first time I've ever been out of the country. It was the first time my boyfriend, my mom, anybody had been to a lot of those places and stuff, and it was a fantastic experience, and I'm glad that my mom got to do it. So there's that. This is fun. It's like a plant theme. It's St. Patrick's Day. St. Patrick's Day is actually my best friend, her dog, that's his birthday. So this is when he turned 1. He is my Luna girl's best friend in the entire world. They are like best friend cousins, I guess, and they just get along so well, better than any, like, it's just fantastic. They love each other so much. It's so sweet. We have the first day of spring. Did a meatball dinner, a baked tortellini for dinner, an orange chicken for dinner. Lots of cooking this week. An oil change. Oh my goodness, I love this. I haven't done a spread like this in a very long time. I should do a black and white spread, but this is like black, white, and gold. I still have this sticker book. I could do another one of these. And this is Pingus's birthday, which is my sister's cat. His name is actually Wild West, which isn't much better than Pingus, but it's a long story. But that's him, and it's his birthday. All the cats have birthdays in March. But we have medicine deliveries, more nurses visiting, my niece's birthday. I don't know how I put it on the wrong day, but I did. My youngest niece, who I don't put almost any of their information and stuff in here because they are children and they're not my children. So you don't hear me talk about them too much. This week is completely blank. I remember filling this out, and I loved this spread so much. I loved the like tropical fruit florals. Like, it's just so pretty. But this is actually the week that my stepdad passed away. It was extremely tragic. I was sitting in the office, Joel and I both were. He was working on a puzzle, and I was like prepping stickers and stuff. We were listening to music, and it was late at night. It had to be at least, 8 or 9 p.m. And my mom called me and said, hey, he's in the hospital, which it's so confusing because he and my mom were never actually married, but they were together 16 years. So they very much considered themselves partners. Like, my mom was with him as long as I knew my dad. So she was with my dad for 16 years. Well, longer than that, of course. But I knew him. He died when I was 16. So I knew him 16 years. And then a couple years later, my mom ended up with Tom. That was his name, Tom. And she was with him for 16 years. So I had both of those men in my life as a father figure for the same amount of time. And this man was fantastic. He was kind. And they lived together like the whole time. He lived with me and my sister as we were kids and stuff. But then when my mom got extremely sick, it was a weird dynamic because they weren't married. So it was really weird. But that was their relationship, not for me to, speak on. But when my mom got very sick, she went into the hospital. And when she came out of the hospital, she came to live with me so that I could take care of her and have eyes on her 24/7. And she lived with me for, 9 months. And then she moved out and she moved into an apartment. From there, Tom was supposed to move back in with her. It had only been a few months that she'd been in the apartment, and because he had children and stuff and things going on, and he was kind of out of town a little bit and stuff, and so he was getting ready to move in with her, and he passed away before any of that could even happen. So it was very sad. It was a freak accident kind of thing. He had an aortic dissection, which is basically where, like, I don't know exactly what part of the heart, but basically it like splits. and you bleed out everywhere and you die from it. And usually people die very quickly, and you don't get, it's not like a, oh, he's gonna pass, come say goodbye. But in this case, he held on long enough. We were able to get up there. We were able to, I got to talk to him. I got to give him a hug and talk to him. And then the only option we had to maybe save his life was to transport him to Austin, which is about 45 minutes to an hour away, for an emergency surgery. And you know, we said goodbye, we said we love you. He got in the ambulance and he passed on the way up there. But we were the last people to see him. He got to say I love you back to us, which is something that, it's not about us in that moment at all, but to like have heard it is extremely comforting. So I didn't, and that happened on, I can't remember which day, but I didn't feel anything out this week. Too crazy, didn't happen. So that's that story. Didn't expect to go into that, but I forgot that that happened in this planner. So all right, there's that. And then we have, did I not fill anything else out in that month? What is happening here? Oh, that's because April, all this technically should be behind this tab. Okay. But we have, I have here my packing list for the cruise. I have a spring cleaning list. I like to do one of these every year. I did eventually get to all these things. I just didn't check them off. Okay, April. This is into spring. Bright, happy. Is this Easter? Do we have Easter in here? No. Yes, okay. So this is Easter, bright and sunny. Ooh, I like this spread. I forgot about this book. This is called Shibori. It was like a whole collection with Happy Planner. But it was this like royal blue and kind of fiery red. I like this a lot. We did some Target, Michael's, two of my favorite places. I was having a headache, so I took a nap, and then Joel brought me chocolate and we watched a movie. That's so funny. Dollar General couponing. Dollar General is a good place to do coupons. Fun. Took my niece to the eye doctor, the little one. This is Easter week. I remember doing this spread. This came out so pretty. Like, I like the dress, and it's just like kind of abstract and light and pretty. And this is like my favorite color, is this lavender color. So love that. How cute. Let's see. On Easter, celebrate with the family. We had brisket and tenderloin. I made a jello cake. We played video games with the kids, and we did water toys outside, which, and of course an egg hunt. Yeah, I wrote an egg hunt, so fun. And Easter shopping, which so fun. Love that. Ooh, we have a tropical spread here. This is fun. Oh, this is because I'm prepping to go on the cruise. Oh, this is Embark Day. So this is the week leading up to the cruise. So I did like tropical stuff because we went down to the Caribbean. Oh, how fun. Lots of filming. Worked in the home office a lot. Taylor, my best friend, came over and we kind of talked her through how to take care of our pets for us while we're gone. Then it looks like we left for Galveston on Friday. I worked in the morning. My mom had labs. Then we came home and like packed everything up. And I remember I had stayed up until like 5 a.m. the night before working on our group t-shirts to wear. They said, "Aw, ship, it's a family trip," which they were very cute. I loved them. We got cute pictures in them. So I'm glad I did it, but then I had to go to work. So I'd only gotten a couple hours of sleep. So I remember I came home, I was packed, I was ready to go. So Joel, the darling he is, he let me take a nap, and he went and like picked up mom, dropped the dogs off where they were being taken care of, and finished packing everything we needed for like pets and everything. And then I woke up and we got to go out of town. It was fun. And then I remember in the hotel that night I painted my toes. They were ready for the trip. Saturday we had waffles in the morning, and then we did Moody Gardens down in Galveston. We did like the rainforest and the aquarium. And then we did dinner at Miller's. Oh my gosh, I remember that pot roast. It was so good. Why? I just came back from Galveston a couple weeks ago. Why did we not go to Miller's and get that pot roast? Oh, I had Luna. That's why. It's not dog friendly, so that's why. Okay. The King's Ice Cream is my favorite candy shop. We took my mom on her first ferry ride, which was like super, super fun. And then the next morning, was embark day, packed up, got all out, did security, all that stuff. We decorated our door. We did our first fancy dinner, and then we paid to do the bingo, which was a jip because you pay so much money. I think we paid like $150 for 3 or 4 of us to do bingo, and it was only 3 rounds, and they only called like, I don't know, maybe 10 tokens per round. So like the whole thing lasted maybe 30-40 minutes. I just feel like it was a lot of money and like the prizes weren't even all that, and like there was so many people playing and they only gave 3 prizes. It was just, anyway. But this is my journaling of the trip. I love the towel animals, and the sea day brunch is so good. We did Costa Maya, Belize, Cozumel. We did another sea day. Remember, Joel and I went to the aquarium and had just some like us time, and coming back home and stuff. It was a good day. And then on that Sunday, or it was a good trip. And then that Sunday, the next day, my best friend came over to like debrief us on our pets and everything, and we got to give them their souvenirs, and it was a good time. We like ordered groceries and just hung out. And then, ooh, this is fun. I still have this sticker book too. I could absolutely do this again. This is like a coral and mint kind of animal print vibe. See, oh, I got so sick when I got off the cruise. I remember I showed up to work that morning and I was like, I'm here. I know I've been gone a week. I know you need my help, but I am unwell. If you want to put me in a corner and have me work on something, that's cool, but I cannot decorate cakes. And they were like, oh no, go home. I had like the worst chest infection. It was so bad. It lasted a really long time. But yeah, super sick this week. So I basically just, yep, rested, nap all day, scrolled on my phone. Mother's Day was this weekend. So I put together a scrapbook of our trip for my mom for Mother's Day. And we went to Chili's as a family because that's what she wanted, honestly. And I gave that to her. Still wasn't feeling great by the end of the week, but I like rallied to get Mother's Day for her. May, this is a really light monthly. It's cute though. Bright yellow. All right, what do we have here? Oh, this is when Joel was rewatching Dexter for like the 800th time. He loves that show. And I was watching it with him until, I don't know, I guess I took a nap one day and he decided he wasn't gonna wait for me, and he just like finished it. Like he got so far ahead that I was like, okay. And then when I would sit down and watch it with him, I realized I didn't really like his character, and his poor wife should still be alive. It's his fault, and he's a jerk. And he has children, and he's still a jerk. Anyway, whatever. Listening to audiobooks, dealing with insurance stuff. Oh, we went to this little local place called Joe's Italian, and it was weird. The owner came over and was trying to like talk to us, and he was super kind and like enthusiastic, but he smelled so bad. Like, I remember thinking it was just a strange time, but it was really good. So like the food was good, atmosphere weird. Oh, I remember loving the spread so much. These like the oranges and the butterflies with this purple. This purple is my favorite color, so this is fantastic. Lots of reading this week. I don't know what I'm reading because I didn't write it down. And then we had a family day on Sunday. I took naps on the couch, just like chilling. She bought a small pool that, you know, her and the kids and stuff can fit in, and I didn't get in the pool because I took a nap. But they were like playing water balloons, and it was a really fun time. And I spent time reading and just hanging out, watching the kids play video games. And when I say kids, I mean my I have 2 nieces and a nephew, so that's who I'm talking about. So fun. This looks like a Memorial Day spread. Yeah, we had some doctor's appointments. Oh, we were watching the Fear Street movies, and some of them are awfully bloody, I will say that. And also, like, I can never remember their names. I remember Prom Night and I remember 1994 because that's the year I was born, but I can never remember 1778 or 1666, which honestly, I liked them. If you're into kind of gory, they're R.L. Stein, but they're definitely not children's like movies. They're actual horror movies. But if you're looking for a series of horror movies to watch this fall, those are kind of fun. All right, they're about like teenagers, so they're like a good, like, it reminds me of or like teenagers are the main characters. Like, I Know What You Did Last Summer, that kind of thing. This is pretty. This was, I don't even remember what. Oh, Onyx Storm. That's what I was reading. I started it on the cruise, but I didn't get a lot read because there was just so much going on. I could not focus on it. So I really just read it when I got home. Painted my nails. Very busy at work. We started the show Sirens, which has, the main character is played by the new Supergirl. So there's that. Take my niece driving. This was before she got her license. Ooh, a blue coquette style. That's pretty. I like that a lot. All right, this is super busy. This is maximalist. I had lots going on. Obviously, there's lots of black pen, but then also the wildflower is like, it's taken up a lot of space. So this was Father's Day, which my father passed and my stepfather has passed. So like, I don't do anything for Father's Day. We watched Happy Face, which is about like, they call it, what was he, like the Happy Face Killer or something like that? It's a show about the daughter of a serial killer. It's a thing. I don't even think we finished it because I didn't like it that much, honestly. For prepping for Tom's memorial, my family did host and put on the whole memorial because everyone grieves in different ways, but his children just like wouldn't cooperate, wouldn't, like, there was a lot of bad things that happened around his death that I could not control because I was not next of kin. I was not the one who could do the paperwork and stuff, even though I was the one in the hospital when he died, not his family. Me, my mother, and Joel were the ones next to him trying to decide where his body needed to go, and I could not get his children to. Anyway, we did the memorial and it was beautiful. So this was memorial prep, and then the memorial was this week. We had Alan, one of my best friends, his birthday, which we celebrated on Sunday. So I did mega cleaning at my sister's house, got everything ready for the memorial. We did the memorial on Saturday. It was gorgeous. I gave a little speech and kind of got things set up, and I kicked things off, and then everyone was able to share like stories and stuff. And I got his brother to come. A couple of his kids did show up, and a lot of his like lifelong friends I was able to get in touch with. We actually held it at my sister's house because they weren't super religious people, I don't think. So we made it beautiful. I had candles and flowers and just like pictures of him everywhere, and it was beautiful. I was real proud of what we were able to do. And then on Sunday, I woke up early, had to return all my rental chairs, and then we went to Top Golf for Alan's birthday, which was really fun. Obviously didn't plan this week. Memorial prep really took a lot of time, but I still wrote in all my stuff. So it looks like I made tacos, painted my nails, had Panda. I love Panda. Joel and his dang tires. He had to get new tires and or patch his tires, like, I swear, at least 8 times last year. Just part of working on a job site where there's nails and shrapnel all around, but good God. It looks like I started the Bride audiobook here. Bride is a book by Ali Hazelwood. It was very good. I recommend. Some blank stuff here. Okay, July. I'm taking forever to film this, but it's just like diving into the memories, you know? This is beautiful. This is like watercolor, ink kind of vibe. I absolutely have not used this book again either, so I need to find that. 4th of July. I love 4th of July. I love doing a red, white, and blue spread. I finished Bride. That was good. Obviously, Jeremiah's and barbecue on the 4th of July. Joel and I had a date night. We went to Cheddar's, and then we went and saw How to Train Your Dragon. This is fun. I love this a lot. It's like a rainbow floral spread. That is so pretty. I have no idea what sticker book this came out of either. I assume a happy planner book because that's the majority of what I have, but my goodness. Birthday planning for my niece and Joel, which in real life I just got through all of that. Working late. We did games and barbecue at my sister's house, which we do a lot on the weekends with our friends. We just hang out. This was my niece's birthday week. This came out super cute, very coquette. The cherries, I love this so much. So what did we do for her birthday? I worked in the morning, and then she wanted to go to Ocean Buffet, which is a Chinese buffet in Waco. It is not that good. It is quite large. Like, it's bigger than a lot of the buffets I've been to, but like, it's not that good, and she loves it, so we go often. Like, if it's her choice for a special occasion to celebrate her, yeah. And then we went thrift shopping. I took her to the mall. We got pretzels, and then we did cake and ice cream as a family, which is super, super fun. And then on that Saturday, I took her to get her nose pierced, which is what she asked for her gift. And I said, yes, because she's been talking about, you know, wanting tattoos and piercings and stuff. And I'm like, cool, your body, do what you want. Can I please take you for your first one? Can I please be there to make sure that everything goes well? I don't care what you get. You're grown. It's your body. Even if I don't like it, it's fine. Get what you want. Can I please take you and pay for it? So that's what we did. And then this is Joel's birthday week. So we did like a family birthday. Like, we did like a breakfast for dinner thing. We got a waffle iron, and it was so much fun. We played games. And then on Sunday, his family, who, like, I had never met one of his, well, yeah, one of his sisters. He's got a lot of siblings on different sides. It's a whole thing. He's got a very, like, dynamic family that branches off in a million ways. But I had met her kids before, which is strange. So his sister and his niece and nephew, who were pretty much grown, by the way, so they came over. I made a lasagna lunch, and we just talked and got to meet everybody, and we went through, Joel pulled out boxes of pictures and stuff. It was a really good time. Oh, I started reading Phantasma, which was one of the best books that I read last year. Actually, the second one, Enchantra, I thought was better, but it's basically, Phantasma is about a like a haunted house that's kind of like a game show situation, and our main character gets into that because she's trying to save her sister. The second book is about the sister, but, and there, I think there's another one coming out, but anyway, we watched A Haunting in Venice, which there's a handful of these movies with the same detective. I just can't remember his name. And he's got like the double mustache thing. It's really weird, but we watched that one. And then, oh, I did use that ink blot one again, but this is gorgeous, so I absolutely should use it in my other planner. Finished Phantasma. Started The Lost Apothecary. I loved that book too. It was definitely, it went back and forth between an apothecary in like the 1700s and modern day. It was maybe even older than so. Like, it was very cool to see like the dichotomy of it. So love that. This is when we got our new couch that doesn't fit in our house. So it's a sectional that we don't even have set up correctly. It is what it is. And it's still the couch we have now because we can't, you know, we haven't decided what we want to do instead. But anyway, August, I remember doing this spread. I was really happy with how it came out. The greens are so like punchy. They're beautiful. And then it looks like I used this book again. This book I had used a couple times in the beginning of this planner, which I'm glad I used because I love to reuse books. This is when our cat was like, she's been sick, but this is her getting really bad. So we're taking her for lots of blood work every week. It's just, I got in a car accident. I got hit by a catering truck. It was like kind of like a Ford Transit style catering truck, and it wasn't crazy bad, but it definitely kind of like made me sore. Like, my car's fine, but I was sore for sure. And then we have a birthday spread. This is my best friend's birthday, and I took her to lunch at Longhorn, and then we went to Michael's because we love to look at the Halloween decorations. They're usually out by her birthday. And then Ross Home Goods. And then this was the day that Taylor Swift announced her TS12 album, and I can hear someone coming home from work, so Luna's getting excited. But also the new Heights podcast was on, so with Taylor Swift on it. Otherwise, I don't really watch it, but it's the Travis and Jason Kelsey podcast. So anyway, there's that. Yeah, that's basically it for this week. Okay, and then this is so pretty. I love the giant moths as like a focal point. That looks so good. What did we do this week? I had my mom over. I made goulash for dinner, which is something that my dad made growing up. So it was like a super nostalgic type thing. And we watched Turning Red, the Disney movie. I started The Good Girl Complex, and I remember I did not finish that book, which I love Elle Kennedy, so I just don't think I was in the mood for that book. Lots of reading time, ice cream with Joel, cutting and printing stickers. I had Mexican with Joel and Jaden one night. I remember that. We went out just us, which we don't do super often, but that's just like our little household, and it was fun. Next, we have these dark florals again. I really like this super like moody vibe. I like this a lot. This was a hard week. We took my cat to the vet a lot. I did get Happy Planner mail, which is fun. And then my mom's dog started doing really, really bad, and within a few days he passed away. To be fair, he was a 15-year-old dachshund. So he died from basically old age. There was really nothing wrong with him. So he passed on, let's see, Sunday? Yeah, he passed on Sunday. And I was able to, in the morning, so I was able to get him to a place to get him cremated, and Joel and I paid for it as like a gift to my mom. Like, don't even worry, she has no money, she lives on a fixed income. But we were able to pull money from somewhere and pay for that for her and make sure she gets the nice box and the nice, because this was like her soul pet, that little Perry dog. He's been around, like, my dog Emily, who I had in high school, it was her puppy. And this was my mom's best friend forever. So that was a hard time. But he passed this week. September. Oh, this is when I jumped to the new planner. I was gonna say, where's my spreads? September. This is my date night bucket list, if you guys are curious. This one was really fun. So there is a video on that. And then we started in September. And for this, oh, this is so fun. I used the Autumn Happy Planner book, and it's a very like pink and bright fall spread. I love it. It's very cute. Oh, this book is beautiful. I don't think I've used this book again either. I really need to pull out some old sticker books, because also I've been thinking, man, I need to buy some new stickers. No, I don't. I just need to go through my old ones. But this is when I was heavy binge watching The Summer I Turned Pretty. I watched like all the seasons in the Christmas special, or is that what that is? I don't know. All the way through. And we also had a friends night out. We went to dinner at Chili's. We went to Jeremiah's for ice cream, and we saw the newer Conjuring movie with Taylor and Alan. This is pretty, like a floral situation with purples, blues, greens. I DNF'd the book I was reading because I just couldn't get into it. All this reading time, and I just like could not hold on to it. But I was also watching a lot of The Summer I Turned Pretty, and that's what I would like, I preferred to do. We had Jason's Deli for lunch, which I love Jason's Deli. I haven't been there in a couple months. Definitely need to hit that up very soon. And we went to Spirit Halloween, which I need to look up when ours opens for the season. As I'm filming this, it is the end of August, so soon, you would think. This is such a fun sticker book. This is called Lush Linens, which makes no sense to me, but I love the pink jungle animals. Like, are you kidding me? It's so, so cute. Oh my gosh, this is the week we got our Luna dog. Joel got it in his head when we were visiting with Tay and Alan. You know, she loves dogs so much. It's like her whole thing. She was a dog trainer, and she puts a lot of pride into her dog and giving him the best life in the world and really being a dog mom. So they were chatting about it and stuff, and it just got in his head, and he decided, yeah, we need a dog. So we got a dog this week, and it's been crazy ever since. But literally, we called, talked to a lady. She said, yeah, come meet them. And we went home with the dog. So like, whatever. Honestly though, she's our best little buddy. She's so well behaved. We were so, like, by the grace of this universe, we were given the sweetest baby in the world. But we started training her, got her, you know, had to do some shopping for her, get a collar, all that stuff. And she met Elias, which is my best friend's dog, on this Saturday. And it looks like we started putting up Halloween decorations on the 21st of September, which makes sense because my theory is I love the holidays and the holiday season so much. So I start setting up my decorations end of September. That way everything is fully set up and ready by October 1st, and everything can be up for the entirety of October. I can enjoy it, I can look at it. The neighbor kids love to see the little tombstones and stuff, and I have like these apothecary jars that glow and stuff that I made, and they're all over the house. I literally have been adding to that collection for like 10 years. It's the coolest craft I've ever made, honestly. And then by the time Halloween's over, I'm like, I feel complete. I am ready to put everything away, and then we start with Christmas. So that's why Christmas goes up in November. Same reason. Here we go, a fall spread. How pretty. I love this so much. I made chicken and dumplings. Somewhere in here I was reading the Southern Book Club's guide to, is it slaying vampires or killing vampires? I don't know, but Southern Book Club, Killing Vampires. I finished that on this day. I remember that being kind of a long book, but it was really good. And obviously we were watching lots of Halloween Wars, Halloween Baking Championship. We absolutely love that in the fall. So that should be coming up soon, and I'm pretty excited about it. Dinner and friend time. I really just thrive in the holiday season, let me tell you. Obviously we have a holiday spread for October, Halloween themed, super cute. I love the little ghost with his little bucket. Or I guess it's just a pumpkin. I thought it was like a pumpkin bucket of candy. This fall spread, I remember being very impressed with how this came out. I did take some colored pencil and go over the lines to kind of like, I don't know, add more color in, and I think it looks really good. I like how this one came out a lot. What did we do here? Got McDonald's breakfast. Oh, this is when Taylor Swift, the 12th album came out, and I remember I did, oh, my October kickoff party. I always throw a little October kickoff party in the first few days of October, whatever day works best. It's like a family thing, honestly. And we usually do something like homemade pizza and make Halloween cookies, and we watch Halloween movies. But here we listen to the new album, and we watch lots of Outrageous Pumpkins, which is where they like do the carving and stuff. So such a good time. Obviously, Halloween baking, Halloween Wars, Luna and Elias play day. It was a good time. Speaking of Luna, you have Lemmy. So cute. She's been really into her toys lately, and she just brings them all over the house. I wake up in the morning and she's brought one to bed, and it's in my bed, and she, like, they're all over. She loves them so much. She carries them around. Look at you, Lemmy. I know. You love you, Lemmy. I love you, Lemmy. She's so cute. My goodness. Okay. Halloween spread. This is obviously Halloween Cats, which is top tier. Look at this baby in her bucket. That is so cute. And this one doing its little begging. Oh, I love it so much. Lots of filming and editing. Watching Halloween movies. I watched Nightmare Before Christmas, which is my favorite movie of all time, honestly. It has been since I was like 5 years old. Haunted Mansion. Yep. It's a good October week. Auntie Anne's. Yeah. Oh, for sure. This is a dog Halloween spread. I remember seeing these stickers and being like, oh my gosh, I have to do it. I have a dog now. Look how cute. I layered them up. Oh wait, no, this is, I didn't do this. This came like this, but it's cute. And this baby's a pumpkin. So, so cute. I had dinner at Chili's with my sister. I've eaten a lot of Chili's this year, which is crazy. I don't think I've been to Chili's but one time in this current year. Craziness. I watched We Were Liars. That was good. I read the books a long time ago. Lots of, another Luna Elias play date. We did, Luna got to go to the vet for the first time with us. And oh, we did party prep for my sister's party. She had a crafting, camping, crafting and camping weekend, I guess is what it was. We basically camped out. She has a big old camper and did crafts, different craft projects, kind of like a summer camp. It was, and in between we ate good food and played in like the water by the lake. It was fun. It was a good time. It was not hot. It was good weather. It was fun. More party prep, grocery shopping, lots of embroidering time. I was really into embroidering because I made everyone an embroidered set of hand towels for Christmas. All the women in my life. They turned out super beautiful. So I finished reading The Pumpkin Spice Cafe. That was a cute little read. There is a reading video up on that. And then this is Halloween week itself. What did we do here? Jason's Deli again. I really love Jason's Deli. Their mac and cheese is pretty dang good. But I usually get the, it's called like the California Royale. I don't know. It's basically like a club, but on a croissant. It's so good. And then we did, obviously, Halloween. I picked up all the kids, my nieces and nephew, and I took them. Hi, baby. What's up? No, go ahead. Anyway, that was my niece making sure I didn't need to use the bathroom before she hogs it up taking a shower. Anyway, yeah, we did trick-or-treating in my sister's neighborhood, which is so fun because the houses are crazy out there. Love that. Did some filming. And then, guys, this is insane. Went to Walmart to look at Christmas decorations the day after Halloween. I love holidays. I can't help it. Dinner at Roadhouse. It was so dang good. I remember that. It was like overly good that night. Joel was like, he kind of like surprised me with the date night kind of thing. It was very good. And we were watching Welcome to Derry, which is the like origin story of It, the Stephen King clown. That show, it was good. It was gross. The further it got, the grosser it got. But it was good. I'd recommend it if you're into Stephen King, or if you've like seen the old movie or whatever. Okay, this is insane. I remember being so totally overwhelmed this month and going into December. This is what everything looked like. I had plans every weekend. I had like tickets to movies, like this is when Wicked came out, lots of medicine stuff going on. My cat was in and out of the vet all the time. Both of my sister's birthdays, so I had lots of cakes and stuff that I had to make, and everything was changing at work, so we had like management changes and meetings and stuff. It was just very busy. And then of course like Thanksgiving, so super busy, overly crazy, but made it through, obviously. All right, so this is my younger sister's birthday spread. But Carly is 28, and I remember not even being sure that this was the correct age, and she had to like comment or text me or something, and she was like, yeah, that's right. I took my mom to lunch at Applebee's, baking cupcakes and stuff. More Halloween. What's that say? Halloween down? I don't know what that means. Wrap presents and stuff. Her actual birthday, we went to Roadhouse and did cake and presents. That weekend we did like Cheesecake Factory and Topgolf, which is out of town for us. Made chili. I loved make chili. Yeah, I got busy. There were some skip spreads, which is really sad because I love the holidays and I love holiday stickers, but I was so busy. I just was busy living life, man. Took my cat to the vet. HEB for holiday prep, like buying the turkey and stuff. Holiday Baking Championships, which is it's a show you can watch during the holiday season. It's like the Halloween one, but Christmas, and just it's so good. Hibachi and brisket. Oh, this was my sister's camping trip. We did like a hibachi lunch on the grill and then brisket for dinner. S'mores, campfire time. The crafts were like, we did tie-dye, we did mosaic tiling, we made little trays, We did like a paint along thing. We all did like a canvas painting. It was a really good time. But this took up like half of my week to prep, and like it was crazy. And here we have the week that the second Wicked movie came out. So good. Reading Enchantra. Loved that book so much. Joel was putting up Christmas decorations outside for me. I remember being like, I was getting home from work so late. Like it says 8 to 2, but I didn't get out of there till 6 o'clock. And then by the time I drove home, it was almost 7. And by then it was dark. And Joel kept saying, it's okay, we'll do it tomorrow when it's light. We'll do it tomorrow when it's light out. And then I was just never getting home. And it got to the end of the week and I was like, Joel, I need the lights up. And so he surprised me one day and just started putting them up for me. And then I was able to like tweak them and stuff, but they were up. Like the base was up, and it was really nice of him to do that. But lots of embroidery. I got a library card. This is when I finally was like, quit spending money on books. You're poor. You've got priorities. Go to the library. That's what it's for. So yeah, fun time. This is Thanksgiving. I love Thanksgiving so much. I love our family's recipes. I love the prep and making the lists and doing the shopping and making the desserts, and I love hosting, and I love it so much. I love Thanksgiving. I love all the holidays. I do. But this was basically just baking all day, prepping. My mom was with me a lot on Thanksgiving. I basically cooked all day, and then in the evening we watched Miracle on 34th Street, which is one of Joel's favorite Christmas movies, I guess, because he makes me watch it every year. I don't know. And then Santa Claus is Coming to Town, like the old claymation style, and that's super nostalgic because I watched those growing up. Black Friday, we went out and did some peeking around and found a couple good things. I remember we found Luna her advent calendar, like a dog advent calendar, so she got a different treat every day. More Welcome to Dairy. We took our Luna dog to the dog park. That's when we started taking her out there. She loved it for a while. She doesn't love it so much anymore. She kind of like, I don't know, it's like as she got older, she got more wary, and she decided she doesn't like the other dogs as much. Loves Elias, my best friend's dog. Loves him, plays with him hard. Doesn't love the other dogs at the dog park. Loves to go to the dog park and run around and bark. Doesn't like the other dogs, so we just take her on walks. Same thing for her. Okay. This is December. I love this. I love a poinsettia. I just love Christmas, and I like the pink that's in there. I think that looks really nice. Super sweet. Here we have our cat Christmas spread, because of course, finished Enchantra, more embroidery. It's cold this week. I love when the weather gets cold. Hopefully that starts, I mean, it's 105 degrees this week, but like I can see it in sight, like it's in sight. I started reading Love on the Brain, which was another Allie Hazelwood book. Love that so much. I got my first UTI, which there's a million ways you can get them. I don't know what I did wrong, but it was bad. And I remember feeling kind of funny the night before. And then by Thursday, I was like, nope, I know that's what this is. I've never had it before, but I've never had this feeling before. So I know that's what this is. So I did like the little an E appointment type thing. Got my medicine that night. And I remember that night I was literally just like crying in the shower because it doesn't hurt. It's extremely uncomfortable. And it takes a while for the medicine to do its thing. So the only place that felt good was in a hot shower. It literally made the feeling disappear. So I spent time in the shower for hours and lots of time reading because it kind of distracted me. And then I felt significantly better by the next day. But boy, oh boy, that was a rough couple days there. I hated it so much. Thank goodness for antibiotics. And then Saturday, we did Joel's family like Christmas thing. We met in Waxahachie, wherever that, whatever. And we went to a restaurant called Prime 115, which is like a fancy steakhouse. But it was his dad and then a couple of his siblings and us. So like none of his kids were going to order expensive things off the menu. Like, we weren't going to do that. So there was no point in us going to this fancy steakhouse, but it was a fun time. We hung out, and then we watched Love Hard. I remember, like, I put that movie off for a long time, but it was actually really good. So it's basically like a mix of Love Actually and Die Hard, which are both like Christmas movies, but not Christmas movies. So it was good. Oh my gosh, Luna can officially jump on the bed. I remember that being a thing. That was my place where I could like hide from her if I didn't want her like rutting around on me. And it was over this day. She can get to me now. Ugh, of course, blank weeks. Look how sad this is. I hate that so much. And yeah, this is how the end of the year goes, but that's okay. I got busy. I was busy living life. I took the kids to see the Five Nights at Freddy's, the second one, because they loved that. My Luna Moon turned 6 months old. Lots of embroidery. We watched Jingle Ball Heist and Holiday. Tons of Christmas movies. You're watching 1 or 2 per night. There's so many. There's just so many. We finished watching Welcome to Derry. And I did lots of door dashing in this time too during the day, because by this point I would work in the morning, dash in the afternoons, and come home and embroider at night and watch holiday movies. That's basically how that went. Ulta for Christmas gifts. I remember my mom wanted me to take her there. We took Luna to get her picture taken with Santa. So cute. Let's see. This is the week before Christmas. We have Chick-fil-A lunch, more embroidery, more embroidery, more embroidery. I was embroidering up till Christmas Eve, let me tell you, to get all these towels done. It was a lot because I wanted everyone to have like a set of like, it was like 5 to 7 towels per person. So it was a lot of embroidery, and they came out so pretty, and I was so proud of them. So that was last year though. We ain't doing that this year. Hobby Lobby, love Hobby Lobby. Baking all day, more Jason's Deli. I love Jason's Deli. And where's the other? What did I do here? Okay, this needs to go back here. So this is the week of Christmas. This is Christmas. I was also very sick. I forgot about that. I was so sick, and I remember embroidering like crazy, trying to get things done. My mom was in rehab, in pulmonary rehab, so we were going and she was doing her rehab, and then we would have to go out in the afternoons and stuff. That's why I was working in the morning. I'd get off early to go do my mom's rehab a couple days a week, and then we would go dashing to make some extra Christmas money, just to, like, you know, help the pocket. And it also gets her out of the house, which is, we need to do that. So we handed out our holiday cookie boxes we do every year. We did our Friend Miss gift exchange. I watched the Taylor Swift docuseries that came out, and the new version of the concert, because you gotta do it. That's our girl. But tried to paint my nails. It could be worse. Yeah, I was sick. Wrap gifts. I was extremely sick on Christmas Eve, wrapping presents. I was up late that night, and then Christmas Day, made homemade cinnamon rolls, a turkey dinner. We did presents and stuff, and I remember it was really late. By the time everyone got over, we did dinner and got to open presents. It was like, I don't know, 8 p.m. on Christmas Day, but I was moving so slow. And I remember while opening gifts, I literally dozed off on the couch. It was towards the end, but like the kids are starting to get into we like to go one by one. It can take a couple hours to open presents, but we spend time picking out these curated special presents. We wrap them gorgeously. That's not a word, whatever. And then we one by one open them. That way the appreciation's there, and the respect and everything. We just love doing it that way. It's how we do it. But by the end, the kids are getting into their toys, and everyone's getting a little, and I fell asleep because that's how sick I was. Crazy. The next day, I was feeling, I had like a bad cold. I wasn't like deathly ill, but it was bad enough that I was falling asleep at random times, on cold medicine round the clock, drinking the fluids. But anyway, so the next day we tried to hit up the after Christmas sales to get like lights and stuff for the house for next year. Nope, all gone. We went to Smoky Mo's for lunch, which is a barbecue place. love barbecue. My sister got me a new nail drill for Christmas, which is extremely kind and thoughtful. It is pink, so I redid my nails that apparently were, it could be worse, so I redid them. And then Joel was on it. He took down the Christmas tree and started taking stuff down. He is very much willing to help me put stuff up, but he is so ready to take it down when it's time. So I never have to put away holiday stuff. He'll do it for me. And I tell him, nope, don't touch it if you're not going to put it away correctly. He always does it so nice. So honestly, the deal works out for me. Spent the evening at my sister's. She did my toes for me. Sent off my Christmas cards, better late than never. I was sick. We took Luna to the dog park again and got Taco Bell. And after that, it looks like we jump into the next spread. So I guess we can go ahead and share that. So this is finally a decorated spread. That's what this is for. This was New Year's into my birthday. So we have planning. We were watching, we watched Knives Out and The Glass Onion, which is more of those movies with that same detective. But anyway, watched the last Knives Out movie. Started reading Problematic Summer Romance. Lots of appointments. And then on New Year's Eve, Joel and I just stayed up on the couch. I was doing like back planning and memory planning and playing with stickers. We watched the new Frankenstein that was on Netflix and ate cheesecake. So, heck yeah. And then New Year's Day, we didn't do anything crazy. I just spent time watching YouTube. We had breakfast burritos. Friday, Joel bought me a birthday cake, which was super sweet. So we went and picked that up, and at midnight, he came out with the cats and like sang happy birthday, and I got to eat my cake that night. And then Saturday morning, we dropped Luna off with my sister. That way she didn't have to be alone, and my sister watched her all day. And we went out to all my favorite places. We went to Shipley's, we had Auntie Anne's, we had Dippin' Dots, which are my 3 favorite like snacks ever. Like that right there, the trifecta. We went to like Old Navy, Maurice's, Ulta. It's a good time. And then we basically picked Luna up, picked my niece up. I think she was at work. And then went home and took big naps. We woke up and at 1 a.m. we went to Fajita King's for a birthday dinner. It was really fun. And then Sunday, we actually had a birthday party with all my friends and family. They got me an ice cream cake from the best ice cream cake in the world. And we did like a murder mystery party. She ordered this like kit where you like, it tells you like open up envelope 1 and you go through the evidence, and then okay, open envelope 2, and you like, it guides you through solving a crime or a murder or whatever. It was really fun. And my brother-in-law made me ribs and a pork tenderloin where he like puts the cream cheese in it and stuff, and it was so good. So that is it. That is the entire last year of planner spreads. This video was super long. My voice is kind of raspy because I'm also like a little under the weather with allergies right now. But yeah, it was a year. I loved it so much. I feel like I'm definitely now super hyped for the holiday season coming up because I just went through last year's holiday season. So yeah, a lot of you guys liked this type of video. I love going through this type of video as well and like filming it for you guys. So I think I am also going to do one of just a flip through of the currently pages. That way we can kind of chat about different trends and books and all that stuff. So that will be another video coming up later. For now, we are done. Thank you so much for being here. I love spending time with you guys. I will see you in the next video. Bye everybody.